Hi, I'm Julie, hiding behind my dog. This is Jeannie. Say hello, Jeannie. Put your face down. Sorry, my camera person ran off, so we're going to just do the best that we can here. I've been using Young Living essential oils for 6 to 7 years now. I've kind of lost track. And those of you that know me know that I am a dog lover, and I have learnt how to use the oils with my dogs. So I'm just going to share some of the things that I use oils for with my Jack Russells. Of course you can use them on any size dog. Because my dogs are little, I'm just going to only be using the minimal amount, which is what's recommended when you have small dogs. So Jeannie is 9 years old. She's had a pretty rough life, but she's very much loved here. She is starting to age quite rapidly, I've noticed. So she also has a lot of allergies. So when it's change of season time, particularly, she suffers terribly, and it's very distressing to see her suffer because she itches and scratches and just is constantly at it. So I'm going to show you today how to do a raindrop technique on your dog. There are guidelines to follow depending on the size of your dog, but because she's only little, I'm just going to be using not very much of each of the oils. And you probably can't see, but I have also got some crystals underneath her, which is just the chakra points in her body. So I'll just start with the oregano, and with that we just put 1 drop on her spine, just like that. Whoops. Stay there, Jeannie, you're not allowed to run off. Good girl. And then you just do this with your hands, just gently stroke it along the spine. As you can see, she's not delighted with the smell of it, but dogs, they do get used to it, and she's had this done many times. It's still not her favourite thing to do, but she tolerates it. So then we're going to do just 1 drop. So dogs, because they have so many hair follicles, because they have all this hair that we don't have, lots and lots of fur, the oils go into the skin quite readily and rapidly, and then into the muscles and the bones, and you just do this and scrape it up the spine. So if you have a really hairy dog and you're needing to do this a lot, then you might have to shave a spot up their spine or cut the hair a little bit shorter, but with her I don't have to do that. So after those 2 oils, we just put a little bit of V6. So this is Young Living's massage oil, and this just helps to calm it down. So if she's, feeling a bit of heat from those 2 hot oils of oregano and thyme, this will help to just take some of that heat out and make it more comfortable for her. Stand up, darling, that's a good girl. So our next oil is cypress, and I'm just going to put 1 drop of cypress. Oops, I think she got 2. And again, we always go up the spine to help to massage it in, just like that. Then we've got wintergreen, 1 drop, and we do this about 6 inches away from the spine. Again, I think she got 1 and a bit, but she doesn't mind. And we massage that through. And then next is the marjoram, 1 drop. Massage that in. And lastly, 1 drop of peppermint. And I'll massage that in. So as you can see, she's not worried. She's quite happy about having this. I haven't really gone into all the reasons why you would use a raindrop on a dog, but there are many reasons. If your dog is not well for whatever reason, like I'm not a vet, so I don't know about dogs. I only know what I've learnt from being a pet owner and from using the oils. So I do naturally take my dogs to the vet when they're not well, and get some sort of diagnosis, and oftentimes I'm able to treat the dog with my oils, and sometimes I can't. It just depends on what's going on with them. So be sensible about it. Oils are very miraculous in the way that they work, but you know, they're not, sometimes you do need to seek professional help, is what I'm saying. Let Jeannie go because she's been a wonderful little girl standing there for us. Thanks, Jeannie. So I'm just going to talk about a few more products that I use with my dogs. One is Omega Gives. So they get, and this, if you haven't seen Omega Gives before, that's a capsule there, and it's the omega-3s in a capsule, and it's really good. It's kept from going rancid with clove oil being added into the capsule, so that you just pop that in their food. And Jeannie has one a day, sometimes one every 2 weeks, 2 days, depending on how her health is. And also sulfazyme, which is the capsule. So we open the capsule and put the powder from this into her food, and that really helps her with itchiness as well. So I'll just run through what I use with my dogs. I use pine oil after I've bathed them. So I do bath in the Animal Scent shampoo. I just love this product. You can see on there I've written Con, which is, so this is my concentrate. This is how it comes from Young Living. And then I have another bottle, an empty one, which I've hung on to, and I just pour, say, about up to a quarter of the way with the concentrate with cake, and this is the one that I'll use until that's all gone. And then I make several bottles out of one bottle of concentrate, which is really very, very economical. So after they've had their lovely bath in the Animal Scent shampoo, I then put some pine oil on them. So I put drops onto my hands and I just stroke it onto them like that all over their bodies, and that does help to deter fleas. Also, when I wash their bedding, in the final rinse I put pine oil. So there are other oils that you can use, but these are the ones that I have found work well for me. Probably my most favourite go-to oil with the dogs is Purification, because Purification takes away odour, and sometimes little doggies don't smell so good, especially when they need a bath. So I use Purification in the diffuser where they sleep. Right above them is a diffuser, and it goes all night to keep their bed area free from smells. Also, it's great, and you've probably discovered this yourself, if you have a tiled floor, you can mop your floor and get rid of smells by putting some Purification in your water. And also, we don't have that. We have carpet, so we have to vacuum, and we put a few drops of this into the filter of the vacuum cleaner, and it takes away all that doggy odour that gets stirred up when you vacuum. And it's just another thing you can use it for is inside the dog's ears, not down in deep, but just get one of those little cotton tips, put an oil on the top of it, and just do around the inside of their ear, the outer edge kind of thing, not poking it right in, and it will also kill any ear mites. It's great for cleaning out dogs' ears. Also good to do just after you've bathed them. So, and another one I use a lot with my dogs is Digize. Jeannie, again, she often gets an upset tummy, and so I just put a drop of this into a little bit of V6 on my hand, and I rub it on her belly, and it always gets her out of trouble. She comes around, and I know she's in trouble with her stomach making terrible noises. The next one is lavender, and lavender is like one of my favourites, and it certainly is in my top 5. It's great with dogs as well because you can use it to help your dog to calm down. So if there's, you know, sometimes if people jump all over the place, you can just put a little on your hands, depending on how distressed he is, and it really does seem to help him. A lot of people say peace and calming is great for that, but I use lavender. And the Young Living just have also got some new oils that have been released. They're called Animal Scents, and they come as Inner Balance. There's Pet Care, Pet Fresh, Pet Renew, and Puriclean. So of those, I have only so far been able to purchase 2. You know, when it comes to putting in your monthly order and you just want so many things but have to limit it. So I am getting these over time. So I have 2 of them, and I've just started using the Pet Fresh, which is really great. Again, it smells so good. It's a blend. I'm not sure exactly what's in it. I know that, I just can't think of the name of it now. The hippie oil. I know you're all yelling it at me, but anyway, that's in it. But I'll tell you a funny story, because one night I was sitting watching television. I had a headache and I couldn't be bothered to get up, and right next to me where I sit was this bottle of oil. So I got it and I put a few drops on my fingers and I rubbed it across my forehead, and I was amazed that the pain that I had on my head just disappeared. So, you know, remember always our oils are limited by our imagination. So you can use them in many different ways. So it's my intention to get this set of oils, and I will do that. They don't actually come in a set in Australia. You buy them individually. In America they do come in a set, but they just, you know, they're great. So another thing I use, and I'm sorry I have the old bottle, not the white one, because I buy the refill and I just refill my old bottle. So that's why I've still got the black one or brown one. But this is really good too with your animals. It's great for washing their bedding in. And also, if I happen to have run out of the Animal Scent shampoo, then sometimes I will put this in the wash, and it also, sorry, not in the wash, I put this on the dogs. I very much dilute it down though, so I don't pour it concentrated on them. I dilute it down into a jug, and then I pour that over them and wash them with it. So it works really well as a wash for your dogs as well. There's just so many purposes for this household cleaner, and I'm sure other people will be talking about that. So another oil that I like to use occasionally on my dog is Joy, and I just rub this over the heart chakra, the same as you would do with yourself. You know, it's a beautiful smelling oil. It makes your doggy smell good. It has lots and lots of wonderful benefits, and it's a favourite oil for so many people. Again, another one in my top 5. My top 5 seems to be expanding. So I think my time's nearly up, but I just want to, what else have I got to say? Just don't be afraid to use oils with your dogs. Do it gently. Start first by letting them smell the oil, and just putting like the bottle under their nose and give them a whiff, and just gently introduce them. But enjoy your time with your animals and your oils, and thank you so much for watching. Not washing, but watching. Bye.